Hey everybody, what's up? I'm DJ Sixsmith. You're watching the Sit Down. Kale Culley here with us, one of the stars of Walker on CW. Cal, nice to meet you, man. How are you?
It's nice to meet you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. So Walker is off to a great start. People are loving it. It's really awesome that you got this part here. What was the experience like shooting this one?
Man, it's been really fun so far. I mean, we haven't had any bad day on set. Everybody's super nice and inviting. Uh, the cast has really good chemistry. I mean, we all crack jokes at each other. Everybody just has a good time and enjoy themselves on set. So I mean, it's doing really well.
So, like you, I wasn't around when Walker Texas Ranger was a thing and it was a
Yeah.
whole phenomenon. And this is obviously a reboot on that. So, how did you immerse yourself in the original story? And what was most important for you with this iteration of it?
So fun fact, they told us not to watch the original Walker just so that we can have our own completely um, different taste on the characters. So just like any other audition process, I really just immersed myself into the character description and um, just acted like the character. I even one day I method acted for just for one 24 hours. I acted like August for a whole day and to really get myself into the mindset of this character. So it was really fun breaking it down and I'm really excited to see what comes next.
So, what does that look like? Paint the picture for me. You're pretending to be August for a day. How does that manifest itself?
So I had a journal, and in this journal I made up August's favorite food, his favorite color, his favorite person. His favorite color was yellow.
Hmm.
His favorite food was mashed potatoes, and his favorite person was his uncle. Um, and I would just I wrote this whole entire like description of um, to make it short and sweet. I basically said I was a very, very open kid until the death of Emily, and
Hmm.
then I all became close, and I'm just trying to make sure everybody's happy and everybody is in one lane because we've all split together, or we'll split apart, and we all have our different ways of coping with her death. And so I basically, with that in mind, I went throughout the whole entire day thinking of different things to do, like what August would do, like how I personally like sitting down and watching TV and going outside to skate or just being on my phone and talking to everybody around me. But August, I was like, you know what? I think August, since he's kind of introverted, I think he would like books. I think he would like writing. I think he would like just going outside and enjoying nature. So that's what I did, and that really helped me get into the mindset of the character.
That's really fascinating to me. And you just hit on the fact that, like, this is deep on a number of different layers here.
Yeah.
So, what's it like to have a show where you're unpacking so much? I mean, especially for you being just a kid here to really dive into some meaty topics.
Yeah, yeah. August is a ticking time bomb. He's got so much. He's got so much stuff inside that he's just kind of coming out of his shell, and he's got a lot of layers to him. And it's just the spark that's gonna ignite the flame. That's just gonna. So I mean, it's really great studying this type of character and becoming him for shooting and just seeing him come to life on screen is fantastic.
So you mentioned the great cast that you have, and I talked with Genevieve last week, and
Oh,
she's
nice.
awesome, and Jared's great as well, and it's really cool to see them work as husband and wife and playing a husband and wife. So,
Yeah.
what's it like for you to get to know those two? Especially, they've had success in CW, they're here doing Walker. What have you picked up from them so far?
Man, they're incredible people. They're super nice. They're really they act like mentors, like father and mother figures. Um, Jared's always giving me tips and stuff and how to play the scene and how to implement your own different ideas to it. So over the past couple of episodes, I was able to hey, so the director on most of the episodes, his name's Steve Robin, fantastic director. He lets us have a lot of freedom with the scene, which is fantastic. And I was like, hey, Steve, what if I threw this in there? What if I threw that in there? He's like, oh yeah, you can also throw this in there.
Hmm.
Um, it's fun getting to see, especially because Jared's done like over 400 episodes of TV, so he's really established, and just to see what his process is like and what he does on set. And so it's just a good learning experience, and they're also really great. outside of set, and they're just super nice and really, really genuine people.
That's awesome to hear. And the best situations are the collaborative ones. And
Yeah.
listen, man, like you got a lot going on. Like you're doing school, you're doing the
Yeah.
acting thing.
Yeah.
What's it like balancing all this at this point in your life?
It's it's good work. It's a lot of good work. Making sure that my character is doing well, but also me, how I'm doing well, and um, I want to focus on the script as well. But school is number one priority, of course, since I'm a teenager. But yeah, I mean, I have a really fantastic teacher. Her name is Jess, and she's getting me ahead on a lot of subjects so that I can on some days where I'm working really heavy, I can only get an hour of school in and just use my hours that I did in the previous days. And yeah, I mean, it was hard at first just because I coming from guest stars and co-stars, I'd only work on set for about a week tops. But this one, it's ongoing. But I really enjoy the work. It's good waking up and having a lot to do in the day. So it's a good balance.
You mentioned taking care of yourself, and you talked before about going skateboarding and being on your phone. What does that look like for you? How do you separate from everything and not get overwhelmed by the job or social media or everything that comes along with what you do?
Yeah. Um, as soon as we leave set, I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna do what I normally do. So a normal day looks like this. So I wake up, obviously brush my teeth. I drink coffee. Um,
Nice. When did that start? Is that a recent thing, or you've been doing
oh,
it for a
I
minute?
started whenever I was like 10 years old. Everybody was like, "You're gonna stunt your growth." I was like, "No." I started drinking coffee whenever I was like 4'11", and I'm 5'10" now. So something's
You turn
up.
out just fine.
I turn out just fine. So I do that. Sometimes I make eggs. Sometimes I just have breakfast on set, and then go there, get my school, film the scenes, have a great time with everybody. And as soon as I leave set, immediately come home. I'm like, "Yo, what's up, Kason and Carly?" Because my Carly is my sister, Kason is my brother. Like, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Let's watch a movie. Let's watch a show. And sometimes I'm just like, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna go skate. I'll be right back." Um, I just I make sure not to bring the work home just so that I can really, because I mean I'm still a teenager. I gotta be a teenager as well, and it's really great that Walker, like, nobody on sets like, you have to work, you have to do it now. Everybody is just so great so that I can have the freedom to have fun on set as well. And I've been on a lot of great sets. Some sets I've been on where it's just mainly work and it just feels like a work environment, but Walker just feels like you it just all the cast are really great friends. So we just have a we just show up with our friends to set and have a good time, make the show. So I mean, I just separate it by not sticking with August, but sticking with Kale.
That's really great perspective right there. And Cal, I like to ask people who they look up to typically, but for you, I want to ask a little bit of a different question. I mean, who are some other people your age that you're looking at and you're like, I like what this person's doing, or I've learned a lot from this person? Like, who are those people in your group where you're like, yeah, these are the people I want to be running with for many years going forward?
That's a really good question. I would say honestly, my brother isn't my age. We're 4 years apart, but my brother,
Hmm.
because he's such a hard worker. He's really fun. He's really good to be around. And my sister as well. But just seeing him become a man, because he's in college now, but just grow up to be the dude that he has become, and just him and I'd say, yeah, just my brother, to be honest. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, you're a good dude as well. Congrats on this part. Really nice to meet
Thank you.
you, and best of luck with everything going forward, all right?
Thank you.